very remarkable and eventful day for ET Legal World as we kicked off the first day of a second edition of Global Legal Convention 2025. As we conclude the day, we are honored to welcome Shri Ashish Shelar, the Honorable Minister of Information Technology and Cultural Affairs, Government of Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is my honor to welcome a very dynamic leader, a visionary policy maker, and a dedicated public servant. Someone who has been a driving force in shaping policies to strengthen market confidence. I'm accompanied by our event chairperson, Ms. Amritha Salian. She's the General Counsel at Chiratae Ventures, which is a VC fund raising company. Please join me in warmly welcoming Advocate Ashish Shelar, Honorable Cabinet Minister.
Thank you so much.
I think this title would be apt for a legal convention, Advocate. So you have a law degree, but have you ever practiced law? I mean, practicing lawyer, have you been?
I must tell you that I realized very late in my life that I am made for the law and legal systems. Well, obviously, why I'm saying so, because when I completed my school education, why I don't know, maybe because of the pressure and expectations from my family, I joined the course in the science. I completed my BSc in chemistry.
Yes.
And then I realized that what I am doing with drugs, dyes and all these formulas, which is not my cup of tea after completion of my BSc, I realized. And then somebody told me, why don't you attend one class which is pertaining to some legal system? And when I attended that, I decided that I should join the law.
Yes.
And then I completed my LLB. Obviously, the only similarity between my graduation and the post-graduation is word C. That is, I completed my BSc in chemistry and I completed my LLB in a major in criminology. So only that C was a common for me.
Okay.
And then I started my practice in 1994.
Yes.
And for 13 consecutive years, I have done my practice. Now also I do on my personal capacity some legal advice or consultancy to some of my old clients. But more than that, I can tell you that my wife is a lawyer too. She is busy in family court. And as you know, that when you both are lawyer in a house, obviously the daily argument goes on.
Yes, definitely. So, talking about the ministry that you hold, Maharashtra government has been very vocal about making Mumbai the next AI hub. It is also coming up with a state policy, AI policy. And internationally, EU had AI legislation. MIT is coming with a centralized AI policy. So what is there in the Maharashtra state AI policy that will help the startups,
I must tell you one thing, that this word AI is getting discussed so much in the people. Sometimes I realize whether really the people are understanding the actual fact, use, side effects, benefits, and all other things of the AI. I can tell you that in 2017, our Honorable Prime Minister is the first person from this country who did mention the word AI and decided that we need to have an ecosystem to go with this new technology called AI. In 2024, the Prime Minister set up the mission called AI Mission. Our entire AI policy of the federal government is set up on the 7 pillars. And obviously the base of the same is a golden database. The state government of Maharashtra, to facilitate, to support the government policy of a federal government, after me becoming Minister for IT, we set up the task force for AI.
Okay.
And I must tell you, this task force comprises of market forces also.
Yes.
Like Microsoft, Amazon, Mahindra, they all are the part of our state government AI task force. Obviously, quantum science and quantum counting is also one of the part of it. Apart from there are VCs of some universities in Maharashtra
Yes.
and some of the think tank like Brahma Research Foundation. So that is a group which we have set up, and we have given them approximately 3 months time
Yeah.
to have a AI policy. I cannot express what it would be, but I can tell you the outline, generally that usage, leverage of AI for good governance.
Yes.
Number one, that is the most focal issue on which we are targeting on. Giving more of the civic services
Yes.
by leveraging the AI. That
Yeah.
is second point. Attracting the best of the technological entrepreneurs
Yes.
business
Yeah.
to the state of Maharashtra. And obviously, giving the facilities and the ecosystem to entrepreneurs
Yes.
to actually set up their best of the startups, industries and everything, tech firms to be in Maharashtra and
Yeah,
Mumbai
yeah.
only. So this AI policy is revolving around all these things. And I must tell you, before even we could get the outcome of the task force, in first 2 meeting itself, which I personally attended, we have got the suggestion from the experts
Yes.
that we need to have a human resource, which is a very skillful human resource.
Yeah.
And AI hub, when it has been decided to be bring to the Maharashtra, we already formed one Section 8 company
Yeah.
under the name of Maha IT, Maha Hub. sorry.
Maha Hub.
Maha
Yes.
Hub.
M Hub.
And
yeah.
we have already identified the land at Kalyan. And I must tell you, the directors of this company is none less than Kumar Mangalam Birla, Anand Mahindra, Anand Ambani,
Yes.
and all these people.
Yeah.
Why we are doing this? The reason is very simple. We wanted to bring back the startup
Yeah.
hub to become back to Maharashtra again.
Yes.
And along with the same, when we wanted to have such a big industry to come, we wanted to have a skillful human resource.
Yes.
So, we tap with our higher technological department, we are setting up a center of excellence for AI and futuristic technologies,
Yes.
and eventually to have first of its own kind AI university
Yeah.
in Mumbai itself. We already rolled out the policy.
Yes.
We already set up the expert group, and maybe in the month of June, I can invite some of you to see the setup of AI university to begin with.
That
in
would be
Mumbai itself.
brilliant, and I think we would be very keen on coming. So the Maharashtra government has a target of becoming, 1 trillion economy, as Mr. Fadnavis had said. All this is working towards that.
I can tell you that, of course, I don't wish
Yes.
to comment on any other
Yeah. Yeah.
state chief minister, but I can surely tell you that we are fortunate to have Devendra Fadnavis
Yeah.
as our chief minister, who himself is fully conversant with the technology. He himself is techno savvy. Not only that, he has put in an effort which has been uploaded worldwide when he has visited the Davos. More than 15 lakh crore
Yes.
rupees types and the agreements has been entered into at the Davos. Many of them is from the tech business.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we are already gone into the spectrum of the globe, and you have made our presence as a
Yes.
Maharashtra number one.
Yeah.
Number two, our leadership is fully aware about the tech business.
Yeah.
Number three, initiatives to have a young or new startups to facilitate and support them.
Yeah.
Under our skill development program, we organizes the festival for the startups. A, B, we keep certain amount to help them to grow their own startup. C, we have a group of experts under skill development department
Yes.
to give them the efforts and support to make them run
Yes.
for their own startups. But anyway, the business needs to come to
Yeah.
Maharashtra, and that's why when we have to achieve this economical growth, this fantastic economic growth of $1 trillion for the Maharashtra, the IT, tech, AI, unicorn, all these things is focus on which we have given set up a very good policy to make them and give them the subsidies, the lands, the
Yes.
special rates for the tariffs and
Yeah,
everything to make them to come here.
Yeah, that is where I think Maharashtra lost because the startup ecosystem. You want to
No, I
become
can
an
tell
AI
you why-
ecosystem.
I can tell you why
Yes.
we lost this plot.
Yes.
Though I don't want to make a political comment,
Yeah.
but I can't lie. The fact remains before 2014, when the world started going aggressively in this direction, then government could not do anything. A.
Yes.
B, in a COVID's time, we could have concentrated on making the policies.
Yes.
But at that tenure rate of 2.5 years,
Yeah.
the government which was going, I don't want to name the chief minister or anybody,
Yeah.
that they were not taking this as a priority. So we lost practically 12 years in between.
Yes.
And that's the reason this Maha Tea Hub or all these things has been gained. But I can tell you, the best of the human resource, the kind of the arrangement with the academics, the kind of the facilities, subsidies to be given, and a demographic benefit,
Yes.
Maharashtra will lead in the country.
Definitely, it is already leading. It's a financial capital and also leading in revenue amongst other states. So, what about the yeah, definitely.
Subset to what you just said, right, about startups and mHub. So the legal tech industry is all said to be, it has a potential to become like a phenomenal industry in itself, right, as a subset to startups. How do you think mHub initiative can help this industry in particular?
I can tell you we already started on this direction. We are already rolled out, or not rolled out, rather, we already finalized the legal tracking system by usage of AI. We have entered into intra-government, a tie-up with LNJD, that is Legal and Judicial Department, Revenue Department, High Court, or 3 High Courts, Supreme Court, even the lower courts, some of the lower courts, even the MAT. And we already tracked 70,000 litigations which is going simultaneously in all these courts, where the state government is a party to it. Many times we realize we've come across a news, there is a contempt petition executed, filed and ordered by the court. Many times you realize that our own departments has not filed a legal reply to the same. Now this legal tracking system will track all these matters pertaining and against state government of Maharashtra. Obviously that will help us to represent the government correctly, and we have realized the potential into the same. So in our IT policy, we have decided to have an amendment where we can provide the facilities and a support to legal startups using AI and many other tech, maybe smart contracts to many other things. And we wanted to keep certain amount to make them help to grow.
Thank you.
So, the government has been talking about green data centers, you know. So, how do you balance the carbon emissions and innovation in AI data centers and manufacturing AI tools that are good source of carbon emissions?
See, it's a big task. I can tell you that green data center is a dream
Yeah.
of a country, dream of
Yes.
Maharashtra.
Yeah.
The amount of energy we required when you have to have a proper data center or a digital center or a park
Yeah.
or an AI university or an innovation or incubation center,
Yes.
anything of that sort always requires a huge energy. That energy needs to be a green energy. Obviously, the kind of construction would
Yes.
come, that also needs to be a,
Yeah.
environment friendly construction. Obviously, the things you get discharged from sewer to water to many other things needs to be actually treated maybe at tertiary level. So, in a coming third Mumbai space, that is a space when you cross the MTHL Atal Setu,
Yes.
where the new, I can say, a new city is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And the MMRDA is a planning authority. The first of its green data center or a digital city
Yeah.
will be going to come there and will be the leader for the same. We means Maharashtra.
Yeah.
As far as the data center is concerned, as you know, the federal government has already come up with the DPD,
Yes,
Act,
yes, yes.
which is a crucial
Data
act
protection. Yeah.
and which is very important.
Yes.
And it is inevitable.
Yeah.
So on the same role, in the state we decided to have our policies and even the directives,
Yeah.
how the industries which are going to work
Yeah.
in the state needs to follow the same. While following the same, the
Yes.
enactment,
Yeah.
what are the things which is coming in a way to hurdle to you,
Yes.
will facilitate you the best for it. And the basic thing, till today, till yesterday I can say, our own state data is to be shared with some private players.
Yes, yes.
So we decided that the implementation of DPDP in itself,
Yeah.
that the state should have its own data center. We have
Okay.
finalized the place in Nagpur. Shortly the tender will come.
Wow.
And maybe
That's a
next
great
year you'll
initiative.
see that Maharashtra state data center, state of its art, and the resilience to all these cyber attacks and all the
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah.
taken into the consideration we will have for this state.
So, talking of cyber attacks, what is the state IT policy to counter cyber crime? Last year, I think Mumbai lost over 12,000 crore in financial cyber crime. So, what steps the government has taken to combat that?
Now this issue is divided between the two departments.
Yeah.
Though the government of
Yes.
Maharashtra, we collectively work together, cyber crime practically doesn't come to my department.
Yes.
It goes to the home department.
Yeah, okay.
And cyber security,
Cyber
which
security,
comes
yes.
to
Yeah.
obviously IT department.
Yes, IT policy.
But that is only an arrangement for the best of the services to be given.
Yes, sir.
Here I can tell you, Maharashtra Chief Minister, Hon'ble Devendra ji has already passed order, moved the file and got it approved. First of its own kind, Maharashtra State Prevention of Cybercrime Corporation,
Okay.
where when you come up with the corporation, best of the private industries, you can practically go into an interaction.
Yes.
You can rope in them directly.
Yeah, yeah.
There are many times, when we work, it's a part of the government. You have to follow the legal process. That can be easily been done when you are having your own corporation.
Yes.
And that has been already been set up. As far as cyber security is concerned, again, the government of Maharashtra under IT department, we have set up a task force, and I can tell you,
Yes.
first time, NSA, National Security Advisors, National Cyber Security Advisors Forum, their representative is part of our state government Cyber Security Task Force as a member.
Okay.
And then many of the private players are also there. Some of the NGOs are also there. So we are here in some months' time, we'll come up with the policy for the cyber security, which is more resilience, which is more proactive, more protective, and we have also decided that we have to start the program to have a cyber warriors. So around 40,000 cyber warriors would be skilled
Yeah.
in coming 1.5 years. We have entered into a dialogue with NVIDIA already for
Wow.
giving
Yeah.
for taking their expertise to have first slot of 4,000 youth, maybe a girl or boy, to educate and upskill them as a cyber warriors. And we want to take it further to the farmers, to the women, to the small scale industries, to even Vyapari and everybody, to see that the alarm pertaining to the any cyber security issues, the cyber warriors would be the people who will give the alarm. So that kind of system we have designed, and the task force will give the ultimate, I can say, a mechanism and skeleton of the same.
So that's quite an elaborate plan, sir. So you must have allocated good budget. The government spend has been huge in AI infrastructure, in cyber security.
Yeah, see, one has to be, what I can say, one has to be alert and aggressive about the problem which is going to come today and tomorrow also.
Yeah.
Today we are seeing it as a tip of iceberg. I don't want to name of the industrialists. I have seen I've heard, you must also heard, that he himself in one interview said that to my chief of the accountant got a call with the same voice of mine and telling him to transfer a huge amount. Now there in private entity also, when they have this system, the challenges are heavy. And we need to, we have an inclusive solution for it. And therefore government, private player, academic, and cyber warriors, and legal system, I think federal government has already set up the policy for the same. We'll take it forward.
So I had a related question. We're talking about enforcement and all that, but I want to move more towards disputes, right? In 2014, when commercial courts were introduced as a concept in India, Maharashtra was at the forefront of setting up, very proactively setting up that system. What are your thoughts on integrating technology to enable these courts to function more efficiently and more effectively, which would in turn bolster the economic system, the economic environment that we're providing for businesses to grow?
See, when we discuss about having the economic growth, maybe a GDP of 1 trillion and all these things, then we need to protect every single pie.
Absolutely.
And we need to have the system to give to our all industrialists or for a common man for economic growth, even in the inclusiveness where they will also feel that we have been protected. You asked me a pertinent question about dispute resolution. I think Maharashtra is the leader to come up with the code where dispute resolution and resolving the same has been taken into the task. Usage of AI. Again, when our policy will come, you will realize that what we have proposed in AI policy to have the better system of dispute resolution, where obviously the assessment of the data is a key. The golden data is a key. The golden data may be in dispute resolution or pertaining to the same. All the information into the economical world needs to be upgraded. And I think on that perspective, our AI policy will give the best of the resolution.
We look forward to
Integrating
it.
AI
Thank you
for
so much.
faster dispute resolution. Yes, sir. Integrating AI for faster dispute resolution. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, sir. So you spoke of AI infrastructure that the Maharashtra government is working on. The research and development are two pillars for innovation and competition. How does the Maharashtra government aim to promote R&D? In new tech, promote R&D, research and development in new tech, facilitating growth and development.
See this Maha Hub, the reason is the same.
Yes.
The researchers should get a place. The entrepreneurs should get an ecosystem. The startup should get a setup for supporting them or other to even start the startup, giving them the best of the residential facilities. For researchers, giving the golden data, because data is the thing on which actually the actual work can happen. So giving them these facilities. So this all having an ecosystem at Maha Hub is the reason to promote the same.
Yeah, definitely. So the whole plan has been so extensively done. So how, you spoke of, the laws, the policies that the government is working towards, faster resolution. Anything on the legal side that the government is working?
As I said, what we say, sometimes when the society, when bodily crime, which are so heinous, we have seen the incidents of some days prior.
Yes,
A poor girl has been,
Yes.
what I can say, has to face a trouble which no other woman should even dream, and one should not go through this. We all should pray for that.
Yes.
But when this bodily crime also goes very aggressively at very heinous level, the usage of technology, collection of the evidence, collection of the material which can support the prosecution's case, collection of the medico-legal evidence at the spot itself, the analysis of the same,
Yes.
like the criminal which in this particular case of the Pune, the criminal has been caught in the mid of the jungle or in the mid of the farm. So the usage of the drone has been also been done. So I think the government is well equipped, well designed, and well wanted to use the technology at fullest
Yes.
for the crime to be controlled, criminals to be arrested, and they need to be convicted
Yeah.
on that legal system. As far as the courts are concerned, obviously giving them the best of the facilities of a hardware, software, even for the judges and judicial system.
Yes.
There is a more discussion about how to use, how not to use
Yes.
both the AI into them. So whatever the judicial system needed, a support from the government, we are ready 24/7 to give that support.
For faster disposal of
Faster disposal of the
cases
and
the
everything.
court. Yeah.
So I think I have one question at this point. Do you see an opportunity for collaboration between the government on IT policies with, a lot of these tech startups have solutions that could be useful for faster disposal of disputes or any other area, right? So do you see a collaboration between tech and, between the government and private enterprises in solving these issues?
So till I reach to this program, I have not decided, but since after getting the knowledge from both of you and all my legal friends here, I am announcing it today that after this hackathon, which we already challenged, we are going to set up a tie-up with ET or some of your experts, and we can have a round table and proposed by the state government, and your suggestions would be welcome, and we can have a tie-up. We are open for the same.
That will be very useful. Thank you so much, sir.
So the state 2023 state IT policy, will you revisit that, considering the
The time
dynamic
has come to
changes?
revisit it, obviously.
Yes, yes,
The answer is
yes.
yes, because I can say
what
the
ways?
challenges comes with the, futuristic technology or critical technology or quantum science and many other AI. Now, everything is reaching to every part of a human life, be it a culture or be it a film. So now, this IT so-called policy cannot be restricted to only IT industry itself. So obviously we are going to revisit, though our policy is resilient, we wanted to extend it.
You working closely with the MIT and...
Yeah, we are working under the direction.
So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.